I want to say something about e-collars. I usually put my videos to music, but you know, e-collars are so popular, and I've been training dogs for 20 years and I've not used them. And I had dogs that could do a 3-hour stay. They could stay at my feet while I see a movie, or sit by the wall while I get a root canal. Dogs can stay, but they have choice in the matter. This dog is off leash. She could just get up and walk off, and she's very young and she probably will get up and walk off, and I'll correct her. This could take many hours. Whereas if I had an e-collar on her and she stepped off or even leaned into stepping off, I could give her a negative feedback. We call it a bump, a vibration or a beep or a little stim, but she would get some feedback from the collar. Now, right now, she knows that I'm the only thing keeping her on place. And she would very much like to go play with her friends or wander around the yard, but she doesn't. And this dog has never had an e-collar on her. This just takes time. But in a world today where we don't have time, it gets harder for people to do it. So I wanted to make a suggestion. If you're wanting to go without the e-collar and teach your dog to stay on place and have a very long stay where you could walk away and they will continue to stay on place, there's got to be a lot of peace in you, P-E-A-C-E, peace in you, so that the dog can have peace with this process. This dog is just at peace. There's not anything to get to. Why? She's had a tremendous amount of exercise today. We had dog park style exercise with known puppies her age and her size. And she's content. She's had meals, and she's due another meal really soon. But isn't this so great? No electronic device, no painful feedback. Now, I will put her back on place if she gets up. I'm going to try something that makes it challenging. I'm going to sit down. Sitting sometimes will release it. Yep, it released her. So I'll just walk over and say, place. Thank you. I just barely touched her. Sit. And I put my hand up. That's kind of my sign for sit. Sit. Thank you. Good girl. And I'm going to go back to my seat. I'm, going over here to a chair to sit down. That's what makes it hard for them. Stay, because the authority of a person sitting is less intense than the authority of somebody standing. So when I stand up, sit. Yeah, I'll get you a treat in a minute. So I lose authority by sitting. Well, that's not, in the long run, going to work. You need to be able to turn your back on your dog, cook dinner, sew, do crafts, help your kids with homework, whatever you do, and your dog has to stay. So obviously this puppy is not there yet. We've got, we're just now getting to where I can go 15 feet away and sit in a chair, and we have not been successful yet. And this dog has had, hours and hours of training. Maybe not on this, but we've done some work. Sit. So even that lean forward with the attitude of I'm free is correctable. I shouldn't have even used the word, because that's her go word is F-R-E-E. It just takes time. Now, if I had an e-collar, I could teach her that the bump is going to continue, or the vibration, or whatever the collar's doing, it could be a stem or a sound, is going to continue until she gets back on the cot. And I would stand still. Maybe I would give her a hand signal. Maybe I would point in the beginning. But at some point with the e-collar, you just stop giving them signals and let the collar signal them. Nope, honey, sit. Nope, that's not your place. Come over here, place. Good place. It's just boring, tedious work, and 5 minutes of this a day would do it. And people don't have 5 minutes. I mean, this has already been 5 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes is better, certainly better. 30 minutes would be really fantastic. The more time you have, and that just means that you sit close by and you give them the correction that they need, but you're not multitasking, doing a whole bunch of other things. Although I'm doing this, I am multitasking. It's not as good as if I was really talking with her and soothing her and supporting her with my language. I'm talking to the camera. And so that makes it a little harder for her to take this exercise seriously because I'm not engaged with her. But eventually you got to get detached, disengage, go cook dinner, and leave your dog on the place. Or go answer the door. Go get a package that's out front. And your dog should stay on place. But it's a very slow process. And there's still time involved if you use the e-collar too, but it does go faster. So it depends on how you value your time. E-collar training, unfortunately, creates a sort of requirement, or the dog is now needs the e-collar feedback. Maybe not. I have a couple of dogs that are kind of on again, off again with the e-collar, but they're adults. They're 9 years old, 13 years old. But with a puppy, you need to be very consistent. Probably need to have 2 of them so that one of them's always charged up. And you just leave them on all the time unless you charge it during the night. But it's possible. Now she's really drifting off. This is ideal. I wish I had a cup of coffee. Just sit here. I'm not sitting. See, I'm going to try that now that her eyes are closed. She's not watching me as intensely. I'm going to try sitting again. Good stay. Good place. Good girl. We're at 7 minutes. So maybe 10 minutes would be good with this particular puppy. She's relaxed, she's calm. Now all her needs have been met. All her needs have been met. Her physical needs, her social needs, they've all been met. That's when you practice place. Please don't practice place first thing in the morning when your dog has not had all their needs met. But she gets it. She just knows that some people don't enforce it because they get busy doing something else. And so she has learned that sometimes place means stay on place, and sometimes place means you don't have to stay on place. But that's a handler's problem. That's not a training problem. Focus, attention on the puppy. Stop multitasking. Set it aside and sit and watch your puppy drift off. Well done.